Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy ODHD, back again with another video from our series Life in and After Prison. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, y'all like, and y'all leave a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think about these videos. Y'all know that these videos in this series is to help promote, awareness of what goes on, leading, going to jail and going to prison, and basically trying to help, steer somebody away from going down that path. So for those of y'all who watched last week, y'all seen in a nutshell, y'all seen and heard about the process of me going to the city jail. Somebody on my case telling, me being interrogated and ending up in the county and getting a letter from my mother, and how it impacted my life, and how I made the change to want to do better, going down to prison. So while I'm in the county at this time, I don't get a lot of phone calls to my family because the phone calls in the county, they're expensive at the time. I think I don't know if they're all free now, but I know some of them are free. Some people get free phone calls, but when I was in there, we didn't get no free phone calls. Once you got through processing, there was no more free phone calls. And I can't remember how much they cost, but my family didn't have the money to, always accept those collect calls like that. So, I'm in the process, man, of trying to get my mind right, get my head wrapped around the fact that, I got to go to court soon. I'm facing a lot of time. I just seen the newspaper article, and the newspaper clips and stuff like that, man, of making the news. So I'm kind of like, I'm in a weird and confused state of mind, It's to just like, man, like, what got me to this point. And so while I'm trying to deal with all these emotions and all these, all these thoughts going through my mind, I finally get a chance to talk to my people. So I'm talking to my family, and my mom's talking to me like it's gravy, They're doing good. The family's at the house, grandparents, little brother, everybody, right? So that's the times that I get to talk to them and hear from them, that brings me a peace of mind, and it helps me take my mind away from the chaos and the jungle that I'm richly, in, at the time. So while I'm talking to my mom's like, man, I got something to tell you. I'm like, what's up? And she doesn't sound like she's worried, she's concerned or anything like that. And I know she's doing that to try to keep me from being on edge, you know what I mean? So she tells me she was, the house got broken into. I'm like, what? The house got broken into? She's like, yeah, somebody kicked down the back door. And so now when she tells me somebody kicked down the back door, man, like I damn near lose it. Like I start like getting mad, my voice starts raising, and she gives a phone to my little bro. She's like, here, talk to him. I can't talk to him when he's mad. So my little bro, like, he tells me that, like, man, somebody broke into the back door. They kicked down the back door. They went into my room, stole jewelry and watches and clothes and all that other good stuff, right? And left. And so I'm asking him questions about, like, man, did anybody see who it was? What kind of car was in the front yard? This and that. He's like, nah, man, nobody's seen this and that. So now I'm mad, man. I'm asking questions. I'm cussing. He puts my grandmother on the phone. And grandmothers, man, they're going to tell you whatever it is they got to tell you to calm you down. And, so she gets to telling me that that I need to be glad that nobody was in the house and nobody was hurt and this and that. And so I tell her, like, yeah, I was like, man, you know what? That's all fine and dandy, but man, I know that wasn't going to happen. If I would have been at the house, or if I would have been out, not in jail, that wouldn't have happened. And so she was like, what? So what's gonna happen? You're gonna catch a murder case for somebody breaking into your house and then being there where you're at right now, facing more time? She's like, you need to understand that everything happens for a reason. So as a man, I'm not only mad about the fact that, somebody broke into my house and stole something from me, you know what I mean, due to the fact that they knew that I was not there, but I was more mad about the fact that I left my family and my household vulnerable and susceptible to that type of situation. And as a man, we're not supposed to leave our families and our households susceptible and vulnerable to those type of situations. And that's what I was more mad about. A lot of people would be more mad about the materialistic things, the jewelry, clothes, and, stuff like that. But that was none of my concern. My concern was the fact that I left my family vulnerable to that type of situation. All right, so months go down the line, maybe like 6, 7, 8 months go down the line. And I don't know if I've already signed for my time or not, but there's somebody from my neighborhood that's in a tank across from me, and he writes me a kite. I'm not gonna say his name. He writes me a kite, and he's like, hey man, he goes, so-and-so told me that, what you gonna say, Jay? He said, Jay told me that you were sleeping with my baby mama and her sister when I was locked up. I'm like, what? He was like, tell me your side of the story. And I'm gonna tell you verbatim what I told him. I said, man, I'm not gonna tell you no side of the story. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was like, meet me at Rick. So we go to Rick. So he's sitting there running down to me what Jay told him. Now I'm thinking he's talking about a person named Jay that's a certified snitch and has already been confirmed on somebody's paperwork. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, how could you even, you know what I'm saying, believe anything that comes out the mouth of this dude right here, man, knowing that, you know, he's always been out of there, bro, and he's a snitch, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, we get to riding, we get to talking, and I tell him, look, bro, like, while you was locked up, I did chill with her, but I never did nothing with her, bro. Like, she liked to hang out with me due to the fact that I wasn't trying to hit on her, I wasn't trying to come on to her, you know what I'm saying? We just chilled and vibed and nothing like that, you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of the dudes, I said, even some of your so-called homeboys, but I won't say no names, were trying to hit up on her and get with her, you know what I'm saying, while you were locked up. And she didn't like that. She liked being around somebody who was gonna let her, you know what I'm saying, do her and not try to hit on her, you know what I'm saying? She just wanted to have a good time. I like, not her sister, that's a different story. I like, but other than that, I mean, no matter what's happened between me and you in the past, I'm like, I wouldn't do that while you were locked up. I mean, that's cowardice to me, you know what I'm saying? So I can't remember what part of the conversation we're in, but he says this person's name actually. So I'm like, man, so he says a person's name, and I tell him about the history that's happened between me and this person before I get locked up. And he was like, man, he goes, you know he's the one who broke into your house, right? I'm like, are you serious? He was like, yeah. And he told me the month that it happened. I'm like, yeah, that happened. I was like, my back door got kicked down. And he was like, yeah, he's like, he came to sell me some of the jewelry and I think a TV and some clothes or something like that. But he didn't know it was mine at the time. So he said he bought the products off of old boy. I don't know how many days later, people from the neighborhood come and tell him like, hey, you know that the stuff that you bought from Jay, that stuff belonged to Odie, which used to be, you know, they all knew that we were best friends at the time. So he like, damn, for real? So I'm not gonna speak on too much what happened after that, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's just say that, you know, mutual respect goes a long way. And when people know that, you know what I'm saying, you're about good business and that you never done wrong by them, you know what I mean? They're gonna look out for you and take care of you and do something right on your behalf whenever you're not in a position to do so. So anyways, so he tells me this story, man, and it's crazy how everything fell into place, you know, months down the line. By this time, man, you know, I'm getting ready to go down to prison. Is it still on my mind who broke into my house? Yes. But I was kind of like at the point like, man, I don't know if I ever figure out. I'm going to stop trying to figure out for now and let it come to me. And nonetheless, it did come to me. So the whole moral of this story is, man, and what I'm trying to get across, man, is that not every snake slithers on his belly and not every snake hides in the grass. There are some snakes, man, who are walking this earth on 2 feet just like you and me. And some of the people smiling in your face right now will be the ones to stab you in the back, man, as soon as you're vulnerable. So as a man or a woman, no matter who it is, man, no matter, you know, everybody does wrong. As a man, but I'm speaking to men right now. As a man, don't put yourself in position, bro, to, you know, leave your family susceptible, man, and vulnerable to, you know, the envy and the greed of people in general, but especially those, man, who know you, bro, and who you consider and think to be family, man. Because that's the kind of pain that hurts the most, is that whenever you're down and out, you're locked up, you don't know when and if you're ever coming home, and somebody who you consider a brother, you know what I mean, breaks into your house, bro, and steals everything that, you know, that they could possibly steal. And then it comes to the light later on. You know what I mean? So, like I said before, y'all don't think I tell these stories to glorify, you know, jail, prison, anything like that. I just want to bring awareness to people. Man, of what goes on, man, being locked up and in that lifestyle, you know what I mean? I'm not here to tell you what you're doing is wrong, shoot, because what you're doing you believe is right. So who am I to tell you what you're doing is wrong? You know what I mean? Just be aware of what happens, man, and be ready to face the consequences of your actions if you're not willing to stop what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I hope this brought awareness to y'all. I hope that this, you know, helped change the minds of some people, man, or at least, you know, made you think twice about what it is that you're doing. And this message is not only for men, it's not only for youth, it's for women as well, and it's for people of all ages, you know what I mean? Because we all do wrong, no matter what, how young or how old we are, you know what I mean? And I'll tell y'all, like I said before, like I said it, and I'll say it again, I don't know everything, but what I do know is what I know, and I'm trying to share that with people, you know what I mean? So y'all subscribe to Hood TV. Y'all like the video, man, y'all leave a comment. You know, if you think that these videos can help somebody in some kind of way, you know what I mean, share it with them and tell them what it is that you heard, or show it to them, you know what I mean? So y'all have a great and a blessed day, man. This is ODHD signing out. Peace.